What's up guys, it's Khoa here. In this video I'm going to share with you my experience from jumping from a technical background or an IT background over to sales. So if you're thinking about jumping over from whatever it is that you're doing over to sales, this video is for you, so check it out. In this video, I'm going to share with you my story on how I was able to make the plunge into sales. And if you've been leaning on the fence and you're not too sure about what you should do, well, this video I'm going to help you take the plunge, and hopefully it helps you to jump over and into the world of sales. So you might be thinking about sales as it's a very it's an extroverted field. You have to make phone calls. You're going to get rejected. It's a lot of pain, frustration, and I get that. Your image of salespeople is probably blurred with all the sleazy car salesmen, those ones that go onto the customers and they just lie their face off, and so it's not a pretty sight to see. So there's a lot of negative stigma towards sales, but I'm here to show you that sales is an amazing career. It gives you the ability to go anywhere you want in your life and make money. So just imagine this. Imagine that you can jump on a plane, fly over to another random country and make money at will. Imagine you jump on a plane, go to another country and make money at will. This is the power of sales, is that you can utilize that skill and you can simply make money at will. So you can pick up the phone, call someone, have a conversation and make money. This is a really powerful skill to have. And with that skill alone, you can make as much money as you can. As much money as possible. And I'm not saying this, I'm not hyping these things up because I know how to sell. I'm saying this because it's actually true. Because look at it this way. Imagine this: one day, right, you wake up, you go to your balcony, you open up your laptop, and on your laptop you've got a list of all these names. It's an Excel spreadsheet. You see first name, last name, email address, and phone number, right? And it's a whole list. It's probably about 100 people on this list. You pick up the phone, you have a conversation, you hang up the phone, pick up the phone, have a conversation. You talk to each and every one of these ones. That exercise alone was able to make you several $1,000s, right? Imagine that. Imagine that could be your lifestyle. And that's the lifestyle of salespeople, is that they have that skill of being able to generate that list and also talk to that list and also make money from that list. This is the biggest secret of sales. The sales is a mountain. When you're climbing this mountain of sales, you're going to learn a lot of things like follow-up, handling objections, how to get how to get people on the phone, how to book meetings with CEOs, how to get to CEOs. There's all these things. There's a huge mountain. But if you climb this mountain, that is the outcome of climbing that mountain. You can pick up the phone, talk to someone, talk to a few people, and be able to close a deal, be able to get money at will. All right. Now compare that to another skill. Let's say that you've got the skills as a programmer, like me. As a programmer, what do? You go to work, you sit down, you write code, you get paid for the amount of time you code, and that's it. That's all you do. And if you want to make more money, you can't make more money. The only thing you can do is maybe apply for a higher paying job. Might be maybe an extra 10 grand or 10 grand, 20 grand a year, and that's it. But no matter how hard you work, you cannot make more money as a programmer. Yes, maybe you start your own software, but then once again, how are you going to sell this as a programmer? You come across that issue. So I was having the conversation with my brother the other day, and my brother said, he's just starting to get into the world of programming, and I'm telling him, look, programming is good, it's good to pay the bills, but if you really want to excel, get into sales, because you're never going to be out of money. Learn how to sell. So if you're thinking about switching over, let's say that you've got a job as a chef or some job that you feel that is completely unrelated, but you've been drawn into sales, just do it. If you can master that skill of sales, like having the ability to pick up the phone, call someone and make money, close a deal, that gives you supreme confidence in your life, because you have, I don't know, it's really hard to explain, but if you're working in a job as a chef, as a programmer, as a lawyer, whatever it is, there's always that thing, that fear inside your head that you're going to lose your job one day. You can get fired, you can get replaced at any time. You're going to go out there and have to find another job. But with sales, is that if you get fired, you know how to sell yourself anyway. So you can easily get another job, or you can start your own business and make money by the same time. It's you have that confidence. And the thing is with sales, it's not about making money. You can also convince other people to go your way. Like when you it teaches you the art of communication, it teaches you the art of persuasion, it teaches you confidence and courage. And that's what I love about sales, is that it's a really, I love personal development, and sales gives you that personal development. It's real life personal development. You have at the start, when you're on the phone, you're talking to people, it's really scary to hang up the phone. But when you get better at it, you build confidence, you build this inner conviction. It's really weird. You don't get those type of phone calls anymore. You don't go anymore. You're talking to these people on the phone, you have a really strong voice, you have conviction, you have authority, and you can push these people to do whatever that you want them to do, to set up another phone call, to give a deposit, to sign a contract, whatever it is. And that's the power of sales. I know it's hard to see this right now, because it happened to me. I used to be a coder, and I was so scared of sales, but I wanted to get into it because I knew there was a higher reward. There was a high risk but high reward from sales. And that's what I did. So I took the plunge and I jumped in, and it was just like magic. I started hitting the phones, I started calling people. I was getting rejected. I remember my first phone call, someone called me up and says, "Do you guys do this?" And I said, and she just hung up the phone on me. I wasn't that upset because I was sort of like expecting that, but that's what happened in my first few days of sales. And then I remembered it a few weeks into my job as a salesperson. I closed my biggest deal. It was over 6 figures. And I could not believe it. It was just, all I did was, I was really good on the phone. I walked them through the product. I got them in touch with my boss, with the CEO. I was always being friendly. I just did everything possible to take care of this client, and then they signed the deal, and that was it. And at the moment, I'm working on more deals like that, and it's just amazing. That's sales for you. Like it takes care of you financially, and it takes care of you from a personal development point of view as well. It gives you this power as well. So if you're thinking about jumping over, some practical exercise that you can do is, what I did was, when I jumped over, I wrote down a list of all the things I was scared, of sales. I was scared that I was going to fail. I was definitely scared I was going to fail. I was going to get ridiculed. I'll have to go back to programming. That XYZ would happen. Whatever. It was all these things that all these things. I was getting humiliated because I'm not a true salesman. All this crap, right? And yeah. So made sure I wrote it down. But then I wrote down, okay, if you do fail at sales, what are you going to do? What's your backup plan? You can always go back to what you were doing before. And is that the worst case scenario? If it is, then you're living that worst case scenario right now. And is it that bad? It's not that bad. Things are fine right now, right? You're not liking your job right now, but you're actually okay. You've got enough to pay some bills. You've got enough to survive, and that's okay. If you're looking to jumping over to a different career, it shows that you're not in that desperate type of lifestyle right now where you're living by the street. You're in an okay position now, but you want to optimize. You want something better, right? So you're okay now. So you're actually living your worst case scenario right now. So that's what's going to happen. So what you can do is give it 3 months. Give sales 3 months. Go in, check it out, try 100%. Right? Don't slack off. Try 100%, and that way, if anything doesn't work out, you won't have any regrets because you gave it 100%. But the thing is, I know that if you jump over, because you're so passionate about it, you've been thinking about it, something's going to happen. You're going to learn something, you're going to do something, and it's really going to sink in and say, you know what, I'm in the right career. So I hope this video is enough for you to jump over into sales. If I were to go back in time and talk to my younger self, 20 years of age, I'll tell them, don't do any coding. Don't be a programmer. I know it's easy to get jobs, I get it, but get straight into sales, because if you did this for 10 years, 20 years, oh man, imagine how good you are at sales. Imagine that confidence you have, how much money you've made, what you can do with your life with sales. It's just an amazing thing. So anyway, yeah. So if there's one last thing I want to share with you is, look, just project yourself in 10 years time. Look at yourself in the mirror. What do you see? You can either be the same person, same job, same career for the next 10 years, or in 10 years time, you would have become a master salesman. You would have become a master closer, someone who could pick up the phone, talk to someone, and generate income at will. That's where you can be in the next 10, 5, even 3 years, 2 years, maybe even 1 year. You never know. All right, so I hope this video helps. If you like this video, if you like this content, like my channel, please like this video and please subscribe. I've got some really amazing content all about sales, marketing, finance, entrepreneurship, anything goes. So please subscribe to my channel and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.